right. Good morning or afternoon, whatever time it is. I wanted to give you a real quick overview of how the CDE UIP system is designed and set up if this is your first time accessing the site. It will be really quick. If you have any questions after this, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and we'll get those answered for you. The first stop will be, and I'll send this link out, will be seeing if you can log into your current plan. And so this is the CDE landing page for that login. We've got the green button, login for schools. You'll put in your credentials. If they don't work, you want to let me know right away. If they do, you'll see and you'll get into this landing page here for your UIP. And right off the bat, I want you just to notice a couple things. There's 4 tabs up at the top. The My School tab is really more informational. There's a few things to do, but not too many. So the first stop that we usually do in the My School is to actually copy your plan, the last time your plan was written. And so you got to be careful because it says copy from last year. But if you didn't write a plan last year and you copy from last year, it's going to import a blank document. You have to choose the last year that the plan was actually written. And if you mess that up, email me. We'll reset it. I think you can do that 1 or 2 times before I have to call CDE and do it. But if you're wanting to know, well, what was the last year we actually wrote a plan? Let me, email me and I'll let you know the year. There's a performance snapshot. This will take you to a CDE data dashboard for your school. It's not the only place to get data. It's one place they put on there. The Visit UIP webpage will take you to the CDE UIP site where they have lots of resources, and I was just there a second ago. You can see Unified Improvement Planning. They do have training modules. These really aren't made for principals. They're more made for people helping and supporting that work. There are resources and things that you can access. But best bet, if you have a question, your best bet is just to reach out to us. Instead of going there and trying to find what you're looking for there. Email UIP help will not take you to a DCSD person. It will take you to a CDE person. And the last 2 could be helpful buttons, the produce of a draft UIP. And so you would use this button if you wanted to use and have people kind of look at and give feedback on the plan as you've written it, but you're not ready for it to go live. And so you could hit draft UIP and it'll make you a PDF copy that you can hand out to your SAC, and they can kind of give guidance and their thoughts on it. The executive summary is very similar to it just won't print out the entire plan. It will just give you a very quick summary of the plan and the UIP elements. And so those 2 can be there to have conversations when that plan is still kind of sitting in draft form and not live. As you move through the plan, you'll see this relationship of UIP elements. It will highlight the performance challenges and the root causes and the major improvement strategies. This will start to populate. As well, I'll explain this little progress bar too, and this is where you'll submit it to be reviewed. School information, this is getting updated right now, but in time it should say, you as the principal, and it should have all the accurate information, but CD is working on that. Plan details, this just take a quick read through this. It will tell you what needs to go on the plan, and so you can pay attention to those elements, and if you have a question about any of them, let me know. Nothing to do in these yellow boxes at all. Assurances, just make sure you read through those. Those are important parts of the federal designation and making sure that the plan is meeting those criteria as stipulated in statutes and laws and things like that. And then nothing to do really in this context box. This would be more for people who who offer something kind of, who have a school that's kind of doing something a little different than what your typical program would be doing. So that's the first page, okay? As you see, and you see the data narrative, the action plan, the collaboration, the first stop really where you're going to start putting in work will be the data narrative. And you can see that gives you a whole host of other buttons here as you go through these different parts and put them in. I also want you to notice there's a little checkbox kind of in the right corner here of the tab you're on. When you feel like you have completed that section, you can check box that, and that will go to this little UIP progress status. When you get all of the data narrative check boxes checked, it will turn green and it will say it's ready to go. And so it's just one way for you to kind of keep track of the pages that you have interacted with and you're finished with. And so as you go through, it will give you the directions to do. If you're confused as to what needs to go in there, there is helpful hints with a rubric to look at. So this is the brief description rubric, and it will tell you, hey, for the brief description, there's 2 things to put in there. And here they are. If you have other designations, like if you're a Title I school, it will tell you, hey, Title I school, in addition to the brief description, please do this. Okay, and so each school might have some different criteria that they have to look at, but these quality criteria rubrics are within every single tab that can help you guide through the process. In addition to that, there is a supplemental website that I'll explain in a little bit that will help and give you examples to what completing this plan looks like. So that's not ready to be revealed just yet, though. But that's coming. You can see the checkbox there, and it's got these little dialogues here for you to interact with. Everything in the data narrative section has to be worked on, and also the action plan tab, major improvement, planning form, and target setting are the 3 that you have to put things into. The full plan is really once you get done with your planning form, it will kind of put it into a big full plan for you. You don't have to interact with that. If you don't want to interact with that, there's not even a checkbox on this one to do anything. And then the report, there's nothing here to put into the report. And so it's really just the major improvement strategy, planning form, and target setting. Also, the collaboration tab, this main tab, there's nothing to do here as well. And so really everything in the data narrative tab and just a couple things in the action plan highlight that for you. And so that is a real quick rundown of the CDE UIP system. And I'm here to answer any of your questions, and hopefully this helps kind of give you the structure on how this was put together and what you can do in it. It will save automatically as you're working. Well, I don't know if automatically is the right word, but as you are writing things and you put things in, you'll save them. And if you have to, you don't have to do everything all at once. You can do something, save it, and then come back, and it'll be there waiting for you as you get there. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us. And if not, thanks for watching.